Activated.
Analyzing.
Update complete.
What's up, Lore Masters? Today we'll be taking a look at the Steam Runner class, and, well, basically, it existed in First Contact. You could actually see it in the movie, and it's a ship that's in Starfleet. Okay, thanks so much. Don't forget my Patreon. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do more than that, but let me go ahead and set expectations. There's not a lot of Alpha Canon here. So I'm going to give you what Alpha Canon there is, and then I'll probably go into a little bit of Beta Canon. And just so you know, when it comes to Beta Canon, it's going to be mostly from Memory Beta and a website called the Advanced Starship Design Bureau. Now, I have looked at multiple other websites, and I even did some reading of the books that I could find, but these two websites seem the most consistent with the licensed non-canon materials that I could find. I don't agree with everything they say, but they seem to be the most accurate that I could find, the ones that sync up the most with what is commonly accepted. Now, what we do know that's in Alpha Canon is that the Steam Runner served in the late 24th century and would be at the Battle of Sector 001. It would also be at multiple Dominion engagements. Many of the Steam Runner class would be in the Second Fleet, and they would serve in battles such as the Battle of Cardassia, Operation Return, and the Second Battle of Chintaka. Taking tips from the Oberth, because that's something you always want Starfleet engineers to do, the Steam Runner class would have a large saucer section for its primary hull and then a secondary hull completely detached from the primary. The two would be connected via the warp nacelles, which would be built into the ship versus attached to pylons. You know, I wonder what the conversation for designing that ship was like.
Okay, I'm here, sir. So, you wanted to talk about a new design to defeat the Borg?
Yes, thank you for coming in. I've been trying to determine what would be best to defeat the Borg, and I think I've got it.
Oh, great, sir. I have some ideas. The Defiant class looks promising, and I also think we should discuss the Akira class. That's something to be considered as well.
No, Barclay, you bumfuck idiot.
Sir? Are you allowed to talk to me like—
The Oberth class, Barclay. The Oberth. Let's build a ship that has a completely disconnected saucer section from the secondary hull. We'll have the primary hull in front and then the secondary hull in back. It's genius. It's so genius that when the Borg fire on it, it'll just go in between the primary and secondary hulls. God, I'm good.
But, sir, how will the crew get from the primary hull to the secondary hull?
Oh, who cares? Transporters or shuttles or something? I don't know. I never plan on stepping on one of those death traps.
Sir, how can you be so inept? You don't think this will get people killed?
Don't think it will get people killed. Son, I'm banking on it. The more Starfleet officers we lose, the more money our division gets. Now go make my ship. Okay, so it probably wasn't like that, but I'd wager I'm not far off from the real conversation. Anyway, as I stated before, the ship would connect the primary and secondary hull via the nacelles, and the nacelles again would be built directly into the ship itself. Now, the Beta Canon I found contradicts this. The websites will say this isn't true, but the design of the nacelles appears to be similar to what we see with both Voyager and the Defiant. That would make me think that it's possible this design was more eco-friendly and would not cause subspace pollution. Though, again, there's no Alpha Canon that proves it one way or the other, and most all of the Beta Canon says that it would have the warp pollution that we saw with the Galaxy class, but honestly it's up to personal interpretation. In Alpha Canon, we don't know the exact armament of the ship, but we do know that it would have at least phasers and photon torpedoes. And again, that's about all we have in Alpha Canon, so I'm just going to take a moment and we'll be right back and jump back into Beta Canon. Alright, welcome back guys, and when we take a look at Beta Canon resources, they can often contradict each other, even if they're licensed or not, and honestly that's not uncommon for Beta Canon, which is a lot of the reasons I don't use it. But of the consistencies I could find, we do know that the Steam Runner was a heavy frigate, at least according to all Beta Canon that I could find, and it served during the 24th and 25th centuries. It was designed for patrol, border incursions, and scouting missions. The ship had a crew of up to 200 people, both officers and non-coms. It was 375 meters long with a width of 270 meters and a height of 79 meters. It had a cruising speed of about warp 6 and a maximum speed of warp 9.2. Now, Memory Beta is going to say 9.7, but a few technical manuals and most other resources say 9.2. It would be equipped with Type 10 phasers that could fire in every direction and thus have complete protection. It would also have 2 torpedo launchers outfitted with up to 250 photon torpedoes. The Steam Runner would be outfitted as a blockade runner escort in 2409 during the 4th Klingon Federation War. Man, the Klingon Empire and Federation have a lot of wars. Also, it apparently would have a resonance cascade modulator which would prevent damage bleed through from the shields, or, work how the shields worked in the original series, when they made sense. Also, it would have ablative armor, and why the fuck not? Everything else does these days. Ultimately, I do like the Steam Runner class, I just wish they would have done more with it. I'd love to know more about it. But those are my thoughts. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below and I'll see you on the next Lore Reloaded.